Chapter 1: The Day the Stars Fell in Afar. Celestia, where the night skies sparkled with millions of stars and glowing moons, the people lived peacefully under the guidance of the eternal flame. This magical flame, held at the top of the celestial tower, kept the stars bright and the world filled with light, warmth, and joy. But one night, the unthinkable happened. The eternal flame suddenly vanished. The stars flickered and began to fall from the sky like raindrops of light. Darkness crept over the land, and the once lively Celestia grew cold and silent. In a small village on the edge of the starlight forest, two brave friends, Aria and Kai, witnessed the falling stars from their treehouse. Aria, with her long silver hair and eyes that glowed like the moon, was always ready for an adventure. Kai, her best friend, was a clever boy with a deep love for magic and solving mysteries. Their loyal companion, Ember, a playful winged wolf cub, barked and leapt around them excitedly. "We have to do something," Aria exclaimed as she saw the stars disappearing one by one. Kai nodded. "The eternal flame is gone. Without it, the stars can't shine. We need to find out what happened and bring it back." Chapter 2: The Prophecy of the Moonstone. Kai and Ember set off for the celestial tower, hoping to find clues. When they arrived, they discovered the tower's guardian, a wise old owl named Orion, perched on a golden branch. "Brave souls, the time has come," Orion hooted. "The flame has been stolen by the Shadow Queen, who dwells in the Obsidian Realm. Only those who possess the courage and wisdom to navigate the challenges ahead can restore it." He handed them a glowing moonstone, engraved with a star symbol. "The moonstone will guide you, but remember, only when the light in your hearts shines brightest will you find the path forward." Chapter 3: The Forest of Forgotten Echoes. Their first challenge lay in the depths of the Forest of Forgotten Echoes, where whispers of lost adventurers and forgotten stories filled the air. The trees seemed alive, their branches reaching out like arms. The deeper they went, the more the paths twisted and changed. Kai pulled out the moonstone, which glowed softly, revealing a hidden path. But the forest wasn't letting them through so easily. Mysterious voices echoed, testing their courage. Suddenly, the friends were surrounded by shadows that transformed into their greatest fears. Aria saw herself standing alone in the darkness, and Kai saw his magic book torn to pieces. Ember barked and flapped his wings, trying to chase the shadows away. "Remember the light in our hearts," Kai said, taking Aria's hand. "We're stronger together." They closed their eyes, focused on their friendship, and imagined the adventures they'd had and the stars they wanted to save. The moonstone's light grew brighter, chasing the shadows away. The forest opened, revealing a path lined with glowing flowers that whispered, "You are worthy." Chapter 4: The Glowing Sands of Time. The friends journeyed to the glowing sands of time, a vast desert where time flowed differently, and every step they took felt like they were walking through history. The sands sparkled like diamonds, shifting and changing shape. As they crossed the desert, they encountered a giant time serpent, its scales made of golden clocks that ticked loudly. "To pass, you must solve the riddle of ages," the serpent hissed. "Answer wisely, or be trapped in time forever." The riddle echoed in their ears. "I can fly without wings, I can cry without eyes. Wherever I go, darkness flees. What am I? Aria and Kai thought deeply. Ember flapped his wings, trying to signal something. Light! Kai shouted. It's light. Light flies without wings, cries without eyes as it shines, and darkness flees when it appears. The serpent's eyes glowed. You have answered correctly. The path is yours. The sands shifted, forming a bridge made of glowing crystals that led them out of the desert and into the next land. Chapter 5. The Lake of Reflection, the Trio. To the Lake of Reflection, a mirror-like lake surrounded by blue lilies that hummed softly. To cross, they had to walk on stepping stones that revealed their truest selves. As Aria stepped on the first stone, her reflection showed her as a mighty warrior with wings. Kai's reflection showed him as a wise mage holding a staff made of stars. Ember's reflection showed a full-grown winged wolf, fierce and loyal. But when they stepped onto the next stones, the reflections changed, revealing moments of doubt and fear, times when they felt they weren't strong enough. The lake whispered, "Only those who accept their fears can move forward." Aria took a deep breath. "I'm afraid sometimes, but that's okay. I'll still be brave." The stone beneath her glowed. Kai smiled. "I may not have all the answers, but I have friends who believe in me." His stone lit up. Ember howled, his wings fluttering, and his stone shone brightly. With their hearts open, they crossed the lake, where a path of stardust awaited. Chapter 6. The Obsidian Realm. Following the Moonstone's light, they entered the dark and twisted Obsidian Realm, where shadows loomed and the air was cold. The realm was ruled by the Shadow Queen, who had stolen the eternal flame to drain the magic from Celestia. At the center of the realm stood a fortress made of black crystals. Inside, the eternal flame flickered weakly in a cage of shadows. The Shadow Queen emerged, her eyes like black holes, and a crown of darkness atop her head. "You cannot take back the flame," she hissed. "It belongs to me now." Aria stepped forward, her hand on the Moonstone. "We are here to bring the light back. We will not let darkness win." The Moonstone's light grew, filling the room with a brilliant glow. The Shadow Queen raised her hand, summoning shadow creatures to attack, but Kai and Aria stood firm. They held the Moonstone together, and Ember leapt into the air, his wings spreading wide as he unleashed a howl that shook the fortress. The Moonstone shattered the shadow cage, freeing the eternal flame. Its light filled the room, and the shadows melted away. The Shadow Queen, now powerless, shrank into the darkness. Chapter 7. The Return of the Flame. With the eternal flame restored, Aria, Kai, and Ember raced back to Celestia. As they reached the celestial tower, they placed the flame back in its sacred holder. It roared to life, and the stars in the sky reignited, brighter than ever. The flowers in the fields regained their colors, the rivers sparkled, and the animals once again spoke to the villagers. Celestia was saved, and the people rejoiced, celebrating the return of their magic. Orion the owl appeared, bowing to Aria, Kai, and Ember. "You have proven yourselves as the true Guardians of Stardust. You have restored the magic not only with courage, but with the light of your hearts." Above, The stars formed new constellations, showing the images of Aria, Kai, and Ember as protectors of Celestia. The trio looked up, smiling. "This was our greatest adventure yet," Kai said. Aria nodded. "But it won't be our last." Ember howled, and they stood together, knowing that no darkness could dim their light as long as they believed in each other. The end message for the kids in this epic journey. Aria, Kai, and Ember show that no challenge is too great when you believe in yourself and your friends. The power of courage, friendship, and kindness can bring light even to the darkest places. Call to action. If you loved the Guardians of Stardust, the Eternal Flame, don't forget to subscribe to Adventure Tales TV for even more magical adventures every week. Like this video and share it with your friends so they can join in the excitement too.